What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of War Games Are For Everybody. It's been a little bit, not since we did the RuneScape video, I think, have we done something on the channel, which has been a little bit, but I was looking at my analytics and stuff for the channel there, and I was like, we're actually pretty close to being able to monetize our videos. I should probably actually try and maintain that 3 videos per 90 days that they have as a requirement on there. That also leads me to do something that I really despise with a lot of YouTubers, and that's asking anyone who isn't subscribed to subscribe to the channel. Because I think we're only like 30-something subscribers away from the 500 minimum to start monetization. So if you're not subscribed to the channel. Thanks. I appreciate it. That's all we're going to do for that. I'm not going to sit here and beg for subscribers. We'll get there eventually. We're here to start a new project, I guess, that may or may not get completed. As you guys have seen with all my campaign videos, I don't finish a lot of stuff that I start. I don't finish a lot of things that I start. We got through all the final girls. We got through Skyrim. We didn't get through RuneScape. I have not played more RuneScape since we did last time on the channel here. I only got through one thing for Bloodborne. I haven't started Cthulhu Death May Die yet, but that's something that may be coming in the future because that's a game that I really want to start playing a little more. But I digress. Let's focus on what this video is actually about, and that is Sagrada, one of our favorite games. One of the favorite games on our shelf. We play it quite a bit. However, we haven't played it in a little while. We've been playing a lot of Tiny Towns. We played a game called Leaf recently. That was pretty fun. And we've been playing some shorter, easier stuff. Not that Sagrada isn't short or easy. Anyway, I'm trying not to get off focus here. I wanna just try and dive into this so we can get to it. The project I want to do here with Sagrada is I want to go through every single pane. I can't remember, stained glass piece. I can't remember what they're actually called. I want to go through every single variation that the game has to offer, at least as far as the window panes go. I'm not including, every variation. We're going to be doing every variation of resource thing, of which I don't remember the name of. We play this game a lot. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't remember what the names of everything are. But I want to go through all of the different stained glass panes and see how we do in the different setups. I'm not going to be playing with the architect cards. It is something that I considered. I don't want to, honestly. I think base game Sagrada is really good. We are going to be playing with the architect cards. I took out anything that had the life dice, so the orange dice. I took out anything that had, at least I think I took them out. I may not have taken them out. I actually don't think the life dice were something that were included specifically in these anyway, although I could be wrong about that. If we hit a life dice, we might just skip it because we're not doing the life dice. We're not doing the gray dice from the glory set. So for the architect cards, it's just going to either count as a blank space or it's just going to count as the color space that it is on. I did originally just want to go from easiest. Typically, the lower amount of gems that you get, the higher, or the least difficult it is, because you need less gems to remedy your mistakes. Whereas the more difficult ones, this one's only 5, but the more difficult ones typically give you more. I wanted to do it in order from easiest to hardest. However, something you'll notice is that while this is a 2, flipping it over is a 4. So it's not concise. It's not in a good order. I could have written them all down and I could have searched for them every time I wanted to play, but what I think I'm going to do is I've set them up here in one order by their skill level down at the bottom there. We get harder and harder as we go through, and then when I get to the end, what I'll do is I will flip all the cards over and I'll resort them, and I'll either start from hardest down to easiest, or I'll start at the easiest again and go up. However, saying that, this is going to be our first panel here, the Luz Celestial, or Luz Celestial, perhaps. I don't know what I can't speak apparently. I don't know what the correct pronunciation, words. I don't know what the correct pronunciation of Luz is here. Luz. I'm going to go with Luz Celestial. I still don't think that's right. That's what we're going with. This is our first, I forgot that I had my score marker on there. This is our first window pane we're going to be going with here. Where on earth did that... Uh-oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Where'd that go? Just pushing some... Oh, there it is. Pushing some chairs down here. Sorry if I'm making too much noise. Okay, there we go. I got it. Okay, so we're starting off with Luz Celestial. Now, the way that this works for solo, I very, very briefly looked something up online. I don't know if I'm going to do it 100% correctly. It's how we're going to play. I think I got the gist of what they were doing when I watched it. I can't remember the channel name, and that makes me feel really bad. I think it was possibly Beyond Solitaire. Beyond Solitaire, that I was looking on the video on YouTube when I pulled up the solo stuff, but I kind of really quickly went through it. Basically, the way it works is that we're playing against an AI. Anything that ends up left over and up on the top board is going to be our opponent's score at the end of the game. So we have to do our best to mitigate how many high-scoring dice end up on this top track here. We also only have 2 of our global goals here. Now, I do have the expansion cards in here, except for the ones that include the life dice or the ones that include the glory dice. Excuse me. That was a pretty bad gulp. I hope, pretty big gulp. I hope that didn't pick too much up on the microphone. Just some ASMR water drinking here. So in this case, we actually ended up with 2 very similar cards here. We ended up with horizontal color symmetry, which is horizontal color symmetry, which is pairs of the same color mirrored across the center column. So our second and fourth here are the same, or our first and our fifth. That's pretty far apart. Pairs of the same colors mirrored across the center column. So we could get the outside too. Potential for four different completions there. Not too terrible. However, we've also been matched with horizontal symmetry, except in this case, it is pairs of the same color and value mirrored across the center. Actually, that's not too bad, because if we have to have the same color anyway, but same color and value, that's going to be pretty tricky. But basically, if we just go for this one, we'll get this one. So we'll see how that works out. Also, we get 2 personal goals. We have purple and we have blue. So at the end of the game, we are going to be able to choose one of these 2 personal goals. Whichever one we have a higher amount in, I suppose, would be the one that we would want to choose. So if we have more dice that give us blue, then we gain our points from our blue dice. If we have more points from dice that give us from purple dice, then we'll take the purple for our personal goal. In order to use our skills here, of which, again, I don't remember the name. In order to use our skills, is that a green or a blue? I think that's a green. In order to use our skills, we have to use a dice from the dice pool. We still get to choose 2 dice. However, we have to use a die in order to use one of the skill cards, of which we can only use once for the entire game. So we'll see how that goes. However, using a skill does mitigate point gain for the opponent. So that should be interesting. And the skills that we have here are Grossing pliers, grossing pliers. After drafting, increase or decrease the value of the drafted die by 1. 1 may not change to 6 or 6 to 1. We also have tap wheel. I can pronounce that one. That works. Tap wheel. Move up to 2 dice of the same color that match the color of a die on the round track. You must obey all placement restrictions. And last but not least, we have the grinding stone. After drafting, flip the die to its opposite side. 6 flips to 1, 5 to 2, 4 to 3, etc. I think there's only, what, one other number there? I don't know why they didn't just put the other ones on there. In any case, though, that's pretty much everything that we need to know as far as our solo player of Sagrada goes. So I think we're just going to hop right into it. This is our first of God knows how many. I don't know how many cards are actually in here. I should have thought about that beforehand, eh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, including the one in here. That's a rough estimate. Some of those might have slipped about. So if it is 41 times 2, that's 81 different panes that we have to go through. But it's been 11 minutes of me explaining stuff and doing card counting, I guess. So let's just hop right into it. We are doing our four dice here. So let's grab 4 random dice. I think that's 4. And we are off to the races. We got a green, a blue. That's a blue, right? A blue. A green, a blue, 2 yellows. So we have a yellow 4 and 1. We have a blue 3 and a green 1. Blues we want higher numbers for, blues and purples, if we can get them. Those lower numbers are going to be great for putting onto the opponent's score, though. If I can take the 3 and the 4, I think that would help us out quite a bit. So let's take that 3. We'll start over here with our numbers. Yeah, that's fine. It's a green beside it, so we don't have to worry about that. And now we have to branch off from the die we've started here. So let's just go with this 4. Oh, right. Let's actually pay attention to our goals here, eh? Oh, see, I wouldn't want to do that, though, because I need a purple over here, and that would mess this up, and I want to try and get that if I can. So maybe we should just start in a different... Both of these are just for the center column, so it's not that big of a deal. So maybe what we should actually do is put this 4 down here. Now this is still a center... Oh, but this needs to be a 6, so I need a 6 here. That's not gonna fly. I need to not. I'm gonna leave that right there. I keep spinning the dice around. So these could go on the outside column, I guess would be fine, because we don't really need to worry about the outside column. But I need to be careful about what I put where. But if I do the 4 here to cover our yellow space, and do the 3 here, this could work out, because now if I get a blue 3 in this spot, we're golden. That's good to go. And that was just a blank space. I don't have to worry about that. But that is going to cover our first turn. So these 2 dice are going to come up here onto the opponent's score. So the opponent currently has 2 points, where we currently have 3 points just from that blue alone, provided we take the blue. So, on to round 2. We'll see how this goes. This is pretty much the gist of it. It's fairly simple. Shouldn't be too hard to get through. We'll see how it goes as we start getting into the harder, puzzles. We'll see how it goes. So we've got a spread of colors here: blue, purple, red, and green. We have a blue 1, purple 2, red 6, green 2. We have to stick to the stuff we put down already. That red 6 could actually help us out quite a bit, provided we get a red 6 on this side as well. That could help us out. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to take this red 6 as our first one. We're going to plop it down right here. Nothing to worry about around it. We have a purple on the top, a blank on the bottom, so it could be anything. Question is, what do we want our second thing to be? Probably that purple 2. Put it down here, perhaps. Cover up that 2. I always worry about numbers before I worry about colors. It's a lot easier for the colors to come out than it is for the numbers. I think that's what we're going to do. We're also on the bottom, so we don't have to worry too much about our 2 goals here. So we're adding another 3 points to our opponent's score here, which puts them at 5 points. And we're going to move on to round 3. As you can see, this is going to go on pretty quickly. This shouldn't at all be particularly difficult for us to get through. And logistically, I'll probably end up recording multiple videos at once, and then we'll just upload them, see how it goes. Round number 3, we've got a purple 1, a green 2, a green 6, and a red 5. I think what we're going to end up doing here, oh, well, except we can't, because we can't get all the way over to the edge. I could if I were to take that green 6, however. If I take that green 6, I can place it down here, and then we can do that diagonal, and I can use the purple die to use our grousing pliers, and I can increase that 5 to a 6, which would actually be quite beneficial because it'll give us this right here, which would help us out. I think that might be what we're going to do. It's also going to get rid of the 6 for the opponent, which is something we don't want. So we're going to go with this green 6 here as our first move. We're going to take this purple die. We're going to use it for the grousing pliers. We're going to go with this red 5. We're going to swap it to a 6 instead. After drafting, increase or decrease the value of a drafted die by 1. We're going to make that a 6, and we're going to plop that right over here in the corner, seeing as we're allowed to build diagonally, which is helpful. When we first started playing this game, we didn't realize, maybe we skipped it in the rules, I don't know what happened, but we didn't realize that you could, or that you had to, I should say. We didn't realize you had to place dice down beside the one that you started with. We thought you could just put them anywhere. That was something we didn't learn had to be done until later on. It was still hard. It was still hard just being able to place them anywhere. But that's going to end this round, so our opponent's only getting 2 points this round. Pretty good. Now, because of that, there's no reason for us not to use the abilities if we need to. All it's doing is decreasing our opponent's... All it's doing is decreasing our opponent's points, which is great, right? That's great. On to round 4 here. We've got a red 4, a blue 2, a green 5, and a purple 2. Well, I need a 3. I need a purple 3 in order to match this. I need 2 purple 3s in order to match that. So that's, I mean, we may not necessarily get the numbers, but we could still get the color, which would be fine. However, that's not a purple 3. That's a purple 2, which is not beneficial. That's not helpful right now. But what do we got here? That blue, again, would be super helpful if it was a 3. However, again, we could just get the color instead of trying to go for both. But 7 points is pretty damn good. 7 points is good, right? Pairs of the same color and value mirrored across the center column. Now, I'm assuming that's 7 points each, right? That's 7 points each? That seems like a lot for 7 points each, right? But maybe I have to have both. My knowledge of these cards has apparently slipped on me. I can't remember if it's just specifically those two and you get the 7 points for getting both. Horizontal symmetry, pairs of the same color and value mirrored across the center column. Because obviously for things like if I pull out column shade variety, that's every column. 4 points per column. So I would assume this is for every single one that you match. And that's how we're going to be playing it. We could end up with a high score, but that's just how the game goes sometimes, I guess. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take... Geez, I'm in a tough situation here. We're not getting many dice for our personal goals here either. I'm going to take that red 4, probably. I can't put it here. I need a green. A green 4 would be beneficial for that. But we're going to take that red 4, and I think we're just going to plop it down right in the middle here, which I don't think breaks anything. No, it does not. So that's fine. And then what? Then what? We're only on round 4. We have plenty of time to go through here still. Could flip dice. We could flip dice. Would that help at all? After dropping, flip the die to its opposite side. 2 would turn into a 5. I don't need a 5 though, I need a 3. That 5 would turn into a 2. Green 2 somewhere? No, green 2 won't help. I think we're just going to take the green 5 and maybe put it down in the corner here. Just kind of work on this section down here. And that's going to give our opponent 4 more points here. Heading into round 5. We are halfway through the game. Oh, that was too many. I'm just going to look away and take a random one here. That one. Okay, so we've got a blue 1, a red 5, a purple 5, and a red 3. That purple, again, not super helpful. That blue would be helpful if it was a 3, not a 3. Granted, again, though, we could get just the color symmetry and not both. That is always an option. I probably want to try and clear those 2 5s because that's a lot of... So we don't want to mess that up. I can't put stuff up at the top though. Not helpful. So green and a blue. Move up to 2 dice of the same. My cat's just tearing around the living room. What you doing over there? What you doing? Okay. Move up to 2 dice of the same color that match the color of a die on the round track. You must obey all placement restrictions. I guess a placement restriction also includes being beside a die that's already down, huh? Well, I don't think moving stuff right now is really going to do anything for us. Not really, so I think we just have to place dice down. We might end up just getting color symmetry for this purple. Because the only... I could put it down in the corner, I guess. Could put it down in the corner and hope that next turn we get something. Maybe that's... But I have nowhere to put that red. I cannot put that red anywhere that's currently up. Ooh, that's rough. It's a 5. Moving that wouldn't do anything for me. This is a 2. Yeah, it is. 5 wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't do anything. Well. We've put ourselves in a bit of a predicament here. I can't place that 5. I can't place that 5. We're about to give our opponent 8 points because I can't place either of those reds. Blue. Move up to 2 dice of the same color that match the color of a die on the round track. We have pretty much everything except red right now. I could move purple up and then also move a red. I don't think I have much of a choice. I need to get that 5 off of here. So we're going to use our blue die here to use our tap wheel. We're going to have to mess up our chances for the horizontal symmetry here, but we're going to move that purple up to that space there. We're going to move this red up here. This is weird. We just broke up our thing. So I'm going to need a 2 down here now. But it's going to allow us to take the 5 and put it here, which kind of saves us. We're only going to be giving our opponent 3 points instead of 8 points. That's something. That's a legal move. That's a legal move. That's something. It's better than I haven't put any blue dice down, or really, I have 7 points in purple. We're probably going to end up going with purple here. Barely any blue dice down, though, just the 1 for having a personal blue gold dice. Not really the best. All right, round number 6. Let's see what we got going here. We got a red 6. Jeez, it's just really throwing the reds at me. Really throwing the reds at me. We have a 3 yellow, a 3 green, a 1 purple. That's rough, eh? After drafting, flip a die. That one's going to be a 6. Can I use a 6 purple anywhere? Not really, no. Oh, that green. Oh, it is a green though, and I only have the 1 green. That green would have turned into a 4. That would have been great for here. That would have been great for there, but it's the only green. We would have needed 2 greens to make that work. I can take the 3. I can place the 3 down. It's not going to be where the purple is. I'm going to try and hold out for... Oh, well, no, I'm going to try and at least hold out for a 3 purple. That's what I was saying. We're not going to get the horizontal symmetry, but we'll still get the color symmetry if we at least get a 3 purple here. So we'll take the 3 and we'll put it up here just so we can take this 6 and cover up this red. Man, why didn't I get a red personal goal? A red personal goal would have been great. That would have been super helpful. Round 7. We've only got 4 rounds left here. Okay, what do we got? We got, holy hell, another 6 red. Jeez Louise. A 6 red, a 1 red, a yellow 3, and a 6 blue. 6 blue is not useful. 6 blue is not useful. These reds are not useful. None of them are a 4. Oh Jesus, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Well, I have to take the 3 and put it here. I think it's the only thing I can do. I could put the 6 here. No, I can't put the 6 here because of this red 6. I can't put the 6 here either because of this red 6. Too many red 6s, damn it. But I can put the 3. Man, I really wish I could get that. I have put the 3 here so I can get that 6 blue. I'm not going to get the color symmetry anyway, and 6 points is going to be better than 3 points from that. So we're going to take this yellow 3 and put it on the 3 spot, and then we're going to take this 6 blue and we're going to slot it in up here. And we're going to give our opponent 7 points because we don't have a choice. We do not have a choice. We can't do anything with those reds. That wasn't going to happen. Oh, fuck. I think that was 5 again. Go with that one. Yeah, 4 now. Okay. So we got a blue 2, a blue 6, a red 4, another yellow 3. It's really throwing the 3s at us, man. Really throwing the 3s at us. I need to cover the 2. But I could also get the color symmetry. Could also get the color symmetry for that 3 points. And I can't put the 6 there anyway. I can't put the 6 there. I can't put things anywhere. The game's really throwing some rough dice at me right now. Really throwing some rough dice at me. I need to take that 6 blue, but I can't. I can't put it anywhere. There's no legal way for me to put that somewhere, so I just have to take this 2 blue, put it down here. Again, we just gave our opponent 9 points. I thought the 7 points was bad. We just gave our opponent 9 points because we can't do anything else. Oh god, more blues. More blues. At least one's a 4. I can slot that 4 in. I can slot that 4 in. I also need to take the green 2 there to cover this space. Is there a 5 there? Well, I can't put the blue in though. The blue can't go there. 2. Oh, jeez. After dropping, flip the die to its opposite side. A 2 blue. The 5 would have been nice if I didn't have that 6 up there. We're going to draft this 5. We're going to use the green to use our final ability here. It'll save us a little bit on our opponent's points. We're going to be flipping this to a 2. The only place we can put it is right there. We need a 5 and a green. This is our last turn. We need a 5 and a green. We got neither of those things. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got neither of those things. I can't place any of those dice. We have a yellow 3, yellow 4, yellow 2, and a blue 3. We've used up all of our abilities already. Our opponent just scored off of all 4 of those dice because we can't place them. We're also going to lose 3 points per space we couldn't fill. So I have a feeling we're not. I have a feeling we're not winning this one. I'm just going to go out on a hunch and say we're not winning this one. But the game's done. We did it. We got through a solo play of Sagrada. And now we have to calculate our points. So, personal goal. I have more blues at this point, I'm assuming. I only have the 2 purples, which is 7. I have 6, 10, 15, 17 points from my blues. I don't have a pen and a piece of paper to write this down. I'm just going to try and remember. 17 from my blues. We now need to calculate our horizontal color symmetry, which, oh boy, did not work out very well. We got the bottom one. We got the bottom one pretty decent. We had the outside and the inside, so that's 6 points right there. So that's 17 plus 6, that's 23 points. And then for horizontal symmetry, unfortunately, we only got the red on the outside here with the 6s, but that's still another 7 points, giving us a total of 30 points. Minus 6 points because we lose 3 points for each empty space. So we only ended up with 24 points. And I'm going to say that our opponent definitely beat us. Our opponent definitely beat us on this one. So we have 24 points. Our opponent has 2, 5, 7, 11, 14, 18, 19, 25, 31, 34, 38, 41, 45, 48, 50 points to our 50 points to our measly 24 points. So we were not victorious on this first attempt at our Sagrada playthrough here. Solo playthrough, going through every card. This was the Lux something. Lux Sol. There we go. the Luz Celestial card, and we failed miserably against our opponent, who scored 50 points while we scored 24 points. In any case, thank you very much for stopping by. We'll see how far I get into this. I do like Sagrada. I do like Sagrada. And it's fairly easy to set up. It's fairly quick to make videos for, which is always helpful. Setting stuff up stresses me out for whatever reason. It's really hard to come down and set up a long game. Like when I was doing Skyrim, setting up the board was the most stressful part of the game. Setting the board up and putting everything away just took so much energy out of me. So it's nice to be able to just set something up fairly easily like this. So we'll see how far we get into this. In any case, I'm rambling on here now. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I will see you all next time. If you are over on Instagram, you can follow us at Board Games Are For Everybody over there. We just post photos of games we're playing, stuff we pick up, stuff like that. If you're over there, give us a like and come chat about games, or however Instagram works. Come comment on our posts, I guess. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we're getting pretty close to that 500 subscribers, so just thanks. I appreciate it if you feel like it anyway. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. I will see you all next time. Until then, just remember the board games are for everybody. Until then, peace.